Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Day Trader. Well, in the UK, we've just had Prime Minister Liz Truss resign, and here is my reaction to that historic moment. Good riddance. I'm very, very glad she's gone. I know she's a human being and she's entitled to her emotions and her feelings, but this is the position of the Prime Minister. So that aside, I'm sure she's having a very stressful day and it's very difficult for her, but enough said on that. We now need to focus on what's important, running the United Kingdom. It's the fifth largest economy in the world. Remember, United Kingdom once upon a time was an empire. Is this the way to run our country? Absolutely not. The markets crashed around the world. We're a laughing stock. It's like having a child in charge of the country, making up wonderful idealistic ideas. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually vote for that party. I am actually in agreement with that party. But our representative, our prime minister, and the leader of that party is absolutely useless across all political divisions and all political sides of the argument. Everybody wanted her out. Now, what's happened now is historic. It's embarrassing. It is unbelievable. People in the Houses of Parliament there were literally members of Parliament last night in tears with the stress. It's so dramatic and painful to watch. Awful. This woman really, I've no idea how she ever got to be the Prime Minister. Was embarrassing. She should have never been the Prime Minister. Markets in the UK were slaughtered. The economy is out of control. People are paying £500 a month now for their mortgages here in the UK. It is an absolute disaster. And the way she handled herself and presented herself was absolutely unbelievable. So good riddance. Now this is historic. What has happened now has never happened before. I saw someone earlier comment to me that they wish they could do the same in the US, get rid of a president they don't like. Well, what has happened here is not happened before. This is not the normal run of things. Okay, this is very, very. They're writing laws and rules now to fix this problem as quickly as possible. We are at the edge of a potential World War III, the worst economic climate that the UK and the globe has ever had, and we don't currently have a Prime Minister, but we do technically for one more week. So let's go over to the comments. Let's see if I've got anybody joining me live in the chat, and I'll try and answer your questions and explain what effect this is going to have on the markets today and what I am actually doing with the markets, how I'm actually going to handle this. So let me have a look. Let me go into the live chat and see if anybody's with me and I can answer your questions. Okay, who have we got? Arnold the Palmer from Twitch. Hello, how are you? Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Brickmark. Welcome to you as well. Where are you watching me? You're over on Twitch as well. Jump into YouTube. Jump into YouTube and answer your questions. So, last night we had, of course, the reaction from Elon Musk. Who thinks Elon Musk sounded a bit strange last night? Very, very odd. Best Soft, any news from Virgin Galactic? Yes, I'll come on to that briefly in a moment. So, Best Soft, welcome for joining me. This is you on YouTube right now. I'll answer your questions if you come into the chat. But last night, Elon Musk sounded a bit odd in the earnings call, and I bought 4 more shares of Tesla last night on the drop. And the markets at the moment are down 2.4% today. At the moment, they have had a bit of rebound. If we go over to Tesla right now, let's have a little look. It's down to 208. I had 2 at 213. And 2 at 205, so it's somewhere in between. I think, and I'm expecting this to bounce back today, the actual earnings was great. I said it would be an historic earnings, and it was. It broke records. everything about the earnings was good. The only thing was, and it didn't go as high as the analysts predicted. Remember, that's not Tesla saying what their targets are. That is the analysts saying what their target should be, and when it misses, the reaction is never good. Now, they were predicting $1 per share. It was actually 105. So depending on how you read it, it beat earnings. But that aside, everything about the earnings was great. So I'm happy and I bought more. I think it's an overreaction. I think Elon Musk was something odd last night with the way he presented himself. But nevertheless, it's holding at 208 right now. So I'm not going to buy any more unless it goes to 190. I said that in a video yesterday. But if it goes up from here, then that's great. And I'll start to trim off the top because, again, I've invested a little bit over invested in it right now. Let's go over to the questions because we are talking about the UK Prime Minister today, fundamentally. Mr. Clockwork, nice to see you, Martin. Thanks for joining me. Hello, everybody. Did I mention that I own 1.2 million Jasmy coin? You might have mentioned it once or twice. Now then, just to make sure everyone has done it, have you smashed the like button? There it is. And if you watch me for the very first time, if it's your first time here, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and you'll get these breaking news announcements. Now, the markets in the UK are flat right now. This is the UK market right now. It's pretty flat. There's not a lot going on. And hopefully, on the news of Liz Truss stepping down, it will start to stabilize. Of course, we've now got a week now, 1 week, which is historic, very, very quick, to get a new Prime Minister. So in a week from now, we'll have one in place. Probably be Jeremy Hunt. No one really knows at this point. Could even be Boris Johnson. Can you believe it? But anyway, I wanted to share my thoughts with you about that. I've never been an angry political person. I'm not always happy with who's prime minister or who's the president, but I'm okay with it. I just get on with it and go, okay, it's not great, but we'll move on and things will get better. But this time, for the very first time, and this was felt around the world, people were angry, really, really angry. Somebody who should not even be Prime Minister was Prime Minister. This was like a child in a sweet shop. It's like everyone gets to be a Prime Minister for 15 minutes, like a little game, little day out, a day trip. And the way she presented herself and the way she dealt with things was terrible. I'm glad she's had a go at Prime Minister and destroyed half the country in its process, but good riddance. She's gone. 1 week from now, we'll have a new Prime Minister, and hopefully they'll be more prime ministerial, and they'll have some principles they can back up and some common sense and do things right. But we've been through the worst few weeks with this pretend Prime Minister. It's an absolute joke. So I'm so glad that she has gone. 1 week from now, she'll be gone. So Virgin Galactic. Someone asked me about Virgin Galactic. I bought some more Virgin Galactic yesterday. 300 shares. Now 1,800 shares of Virgin Galactic. I did buy some more, so I'm very, very happy. Let's have a look at the share price right now. So Tesla's now 207. If it goes below 200, I will pick some up. But let's have a little look. SPCE, where are we now? 449, 444. Bit of a drop this morning. Of course, Tesla is bringing a lot of it down. A little bit of an overreaction, I think, last night with Tesla. The earnings was okay. Despite everything, it was okay. Let me get into the comments here. Who have we got with me? Crazy time we are living in. Indeed it is. Anyone can be Prime Minister now. But what it's taught us, of course, this is Mr. Clockwork, is you can't just have ideals and principles and fancy, wonderful wishes. You have to have the backing of Parliament. You have to have logistics in place. You have to have procedures in place. And you can't just come out with some fancy ideas and just push it through in 5 minutes. It's not how it works. Got a comment here from Facebook. Hello, everyone. I was not quite sure that comment there. Got to go to work. Wish you all the best, guys, and keep it positive. Absolutely. Willow, the problem is Tesla is priced for perfection, so anything less is going to put pressure on the stock. You're absolutely right. Shad says, don't be angry, just enjoy your holiday. I am enjoying my holiday, but was anybody happy about Liz Truss? Maybe a mum and dad was, and a best friend down the pub, but that's about it, right? Anyway, let's have a look. Virgin Galactic, now 442. I'll buy some more if it goes now below 4. I'm not going to jump on in right now. I bought 300 shares yesterday. Got 1,800 shares of it. I'm not going to buy any more just yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. Let's go back to Tesla. It's okay. The overall market's just going sideways. How much time have we got before the bell goes? The bell is gone. The bell went 3 minutes ago, so we've got the next 15 minutes of reaction. So we'll see where this ends up. There we go. It's going up now. I think it was an overreaction. If I zoom into that, you'll see my overall portfolio there. There we go. It's just starting to go up a little bit. Keep an eye on that for a few minutes. But anyway, just wanted to tune in today and tell you about my reaction to the UK Prime Minister. Thank you very much for subscribing and clicking the bell. Did you all thumbs up the video? Thank you. I'll see you back soon on the 31st of October. Don't forget, keep watching all those events in the playlist if you want to be in our super prize draw. Also, it helps keep the channel alive while I'm taking a break. But there you go. There's my reaction to the UK Prime Minister. I'm glad she's gone. It's been one of the worst political few weeks in history for the United Kingdom. And hopefully now we can move on and get things moving again. All right. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. I think Tesla's going to be all right today. Who thinks Tesla's going to be good? Let me have a look at the reaction. What do you think? Is anybody else buying more Tesla? I thought it was a good opportunity today. I really did. Tio Roll, hey, did you know you can be found by searching opening bell? Yes, I believe so. I think I rank for that. Yes. What did she do that caused chaos? What did she do that caused chaos? Well, this isn't the video to go into any more detail. I'm out of time. I have to get out of the studio right now. But basically what she did, that mini budget was a disaster. And no one believes what she's saying. She has no conviction. She has no leadership. She has no control of the chamber. She has no one has any faith in her whatsoever. She doesn't come across prime ministerial. I'm not blaming Liz Truss for the overall economic climate. We're not blaming Liz Truss on the war and inflation and interest rates, none of that. It's the way she's conducted herself while she's been Prime Minister. That is a problem. Her ideals, her presentation, the mini budget. She then fired a Chancellor in 5 minutes. She's got another one who's now reversed everything she was voted for. Remember, all the things that she was voted for have now been thrown out. So she has no legitimacy. That's the point. The things that she wanted to do don't exist anymore. They've all been undone, and so she's like a zombie prime minister. She shouldn't be there. So that's a quick answer of what she's done wrong. Any more questions before I go? I'll knock it on the head now. What do we have here? Buy from FL Sweden. There we go. I'm buying Tesla as well. Yeah, I think Tesla was on sale last night. I don't think it's going to stay down for very long. Let's have a quick look. No. Anyway, I've got to go. So thank you ever so much for joining me. I'll see you all back for the premiere this afternoon for the closing bell. Between now and then, take care of yourselves and each other.